Hi Jeff, this is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, and thanks so much for linking in. Would love to talk with you for just a couple of minutes, sort of demo our site, and then offer it up to the AARP to use as a free online interactive voter guide for all of your members. And it can be broken down from a national level down to state level, even county level AARPs. And I don't know how your structure is, but I know that you guys have individual Facebook pages and those types of things. And Win My Vote is very similar to that. It's sort of like social media, but it's all around your ballot and voting. So bear with me for just a second and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So signing up for Win My Vote is free to voters, and it's just an email address or a social media account, and then you enter your zip code. So you don't have to enter in any private information, just a zip code. We'll place you in specific voting districts, and then that way we can create for you an online interactive voter guide of sorts, sort of your home page for voting, so that you can see what are the candidates and the propositions and the measures and the initiatives that are on your upcoming ballots. So, again, going back a little bit, I can see here that these upcoming, elections 2017, if, for example, I was in the city of Los Angeles, which is 90010, I would select, my districts here. Sometimes there are direct hits, and then sometimes you have to select your district. Once I do that, now I can go to my ballots and it will give you all of the ballots for that zip code. So you can see there's a couple of elections here. For example, this April 4th, it'll say there's a primary for the U.S. House of Representatives, District 34. So with this, I can see all the candidates. I can click on the candidate and I can learn a little bit more about each one of the candidates. I can also see featured endorsements, and this ballot isn't built out yet. So I'll demo the most recent presidential ballot, which demos a little bit better. So we'll just use that this ballot. So now when I click on the candidate, I can scroll through here and I can see the groups and organizations and individuals that are endorsing this candidate. And if I want to watch, a video of their endorsement, I can simply click on it.
It's our process.
And millions of working Americans had a say.
For who would fight for all of us?
And the same works with the propositions and measures. So, for example, on my ballot, this is a California ballot. So we had lots of propositions. If I wanted to, for example, Prop 52 was a Medicare or Medi-Cal hospital reimbursement proposition. So I could click on that, I could learn about it, I could read the actual language of the proposition. I could also see a little 1-minute explainer video that we had a TV station down in Los Angeles do.
Prop 52 in a minute, funds for healthcare. Here's the story. The federal government gives states money to help provide medical.
And then I can also see groups and organizations and individuals that are voting yes on this or supporting this, and groups and organizations that are voting no on this. So this is of great help to me as a voter, so I can look and see that the California Democratic Party is voting yes on Proposition 52. I can also see Ethan Behrman, the California Republican Party, is also voting yes on it. So I can click on there, and if they have a video, that video will play right here.
Agree. Every major newspaper, large and small, agrees. Both political parties agree. Teachers agree. Children's advocates and seniors agree. And healthcare professionals and hospitals from every corner of California agree. Proposition 52 is that rare.
Okay, and as a voter, that's pretty convincing, so I'm going to vote yes on that. And they'll all start as undecided, by the way, and you can either select no or yes. So I'm going to select yes on that, and then when I go back to my ballot, you can see that 52, the nameplate is now turned green. So if I'm accessing this from my cell phone on my way to the polling place, or at my desk preparing to vote by mail or whatever it may be, it's very nice and prominent and easy for me to do. Also, and again, this is kind of a demo ballot, but when the number reaches a significant number, we start displaying the percentages here. So you can see that 51, 18% are voting yes, 3% are voting no, and there's still 79 that are undecided. Now this is really powerful for a group, because if a group is supporting, let's say, Proposition 51, they can send out an invite to Win My Vote to all of their members. It's totally free. They sign up. They can do it on their phone, a tablet, desktop, laptop, iPad, you name it. They sign up with just an email address and their name and a zip code, and they can select your group as a trusted source. And I can tell you how that's real simple to do. You just simply click, as a user, you click on My Trusted Sources, and then you find the group that you want, and we'll say the AFL-CIO, and you click on that, and then you can, they're already a trusted source of mine, but if they weren't, they'd have a star up here that would say select them as a trusted source. So I would just click on that, and they would become a trusted source. The other way to do it is obviously if the group were to send out the invite, there's just a link there in the invite, and they would and that the user, the voter user, would automatically be become a trusted source of that voter. So that just says, yep, I want to do that, and they get an account, and it's real simple. But anyway, with that, then the group can see how many of their members are supporting it, how many members are voting against it, and then how many are still undecided, and then really be able to coordinate a real mobilization for that proposition, and as well as other things. We can create ballots for anything. We can create ballots for votes in Congress. We can create ballots for internal stuff. We can do a lot of things. It's really just becomes this online kind of voting engine where you can throw something up, expose it to all the members can hear both sides or whatever kind of content you want to put up there, and then say yes, no, or maybe. Anyway, I hope that helps. Would love to talk with you. We're planning lots of features for groups to be able to do a lot of other things that they can't do right now, and would love to talk with you about that as well. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.